Hello everyone, for my only video for the night, since I'm a bit tired, I'm going to be reviewing V for Vendetta. But before I go into it, I want to explain a few things about the movie if you're new, if you've never heard of it or seen it. This movie explains a situation in the UK and is kind of inspiring and tragic at the same time. Since there's a situation in the UK right now, pretty much this kind of is almost the same thing. And if you never heard of George Orwell's book 1984, this one in particular, this film and the situation in the UK with the law that they passed goes into that same category. And this film portrays it, and there was a way to fix that situation, at least in the film. In that situation, and way to fix it, my friend, was hope, inspiration, and ideas to make a better world and a better country, pretty much, for all of us, since we're all people with the same blood. That's the context of the film that it kind of goes into. So if you never heard of this film, never heard of this book, and want a good introduction, there was a comic done based on this film way before. So if you never heard of it and want to check it out, and doing it the right way or the backwards way, up to you, then check out the comic first or the movie, either way. Other than that, that's the main context of it. And before I go into the review, first I want to say thank you to the people that make this happen and those who subscribe on a daily basis. It's 1, 2, 3, or 4 people per day. I'm so grateful and I greatly appreciate it. And this channel is being recognized little by little, and I'm happy to see that. So thank you. And I'm on a mission on this channel to get 200 subscribers. So if you want to help with that cause, I do TV show reviews, movie reviews, and gaming reviews. So if you like those things and want to help me reach that goal, of course, after seeing my channel, of course, my channel is at History Above 2.0. You can't miss it. And please comment down below, like, share, and please hit the notification bell button as well so you can see my videos posted. Other than that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the film itself, V for Vendetta. As I said during the intro, George Orwell's 1984 book kind of intertwines with this film and the situation in the UK right now. Basically, pretty much. And how to describe the film is, first there's tyranny, then there's fear, and there's one quote from the film I still remember. The people should not fear its government, the government should fear its people. Without its people, those people would not be in power. That dictates from the film and real time. So, and as the film gets along with it, you see the character played by Natalie Porter, which she does a fantastic job with this, if I got the actress's name right. She basically, how to say this correctly, sells herself, per se, to survive, in other words. And when it was past curfew, these corrupt cops kind of bothered her and tried to assault her. And when V shows up, he shows him the business, and V teaches her that all of this happens for a reason, and this was played out by the Chancellor himself during the film. If you get where I'm going with this in real time and in the film, you'll connect the dots. And all that intertwines with the book I've just shown already. And he tried everything in his power to hide the truth of what happened 14 years ago. And V went after all these people that hurt him and made him into that monster that they made today. And all of it was interconnected by a secret facility. And they burned all the files all about it, pretty much. And the people in the UK, in the film, and in real time pretty much, kind of go through, how to say this correctly, a silent, obedient type of way and can't rebel. There was no hope, no spark, no revolution, and no figurehead to lead them in that direction. Until V came into the picture and did a few acts that defied the Chancellor and basically the corrupt system to get their attention. Once that happened, he basically blew up 2 buildings, hijacked the news, and said what he had to say. And those words were impactful even till this day. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's that relevant. If you see the film and see the words, the truth means power, and people with that knowledge can do good with it. And as a result, from that message, and there was another quote as well that was very important. The 5th of November. That date wasn't so important in the film because that was like a liberation day for the UK in the film. On that day, when the tyranny started and when it ended. So V was in his own world trying to fix the system, and Evie was there next in line to get everything in order since it was her turn to lead and lead others when she did. She led one person, the inspector during the film. And of course, little by little, secrets pop out, and the high powers come to be are connected to what happened in the past with V up to now. And pretend it never happened, but it did happen. And by the end of the film, of course, there was a resolution. And that resolution led to the downfall of the hero and the downfall of the corrupt system, corrupt government, and people gained the power back. He empowered them. He showed them hope, inspiration, and not let this tyranny last another 14 years because of misinformation, of the past crimes being let out, and the mass genocide along with it. After seeing the film, it basically impacts me in a lot of ways. It leads in current events in the UK, as we all know of, over the bill of censorship, pretty much, and leads to this. In other words, the Big Brother basically doesn't want us to have ideas and make the world a better place. It's their way or the highway, if you know what I mean. And this film showed exactly that. It was inspirational, showed a real problem, what's going on in the world today. and how to unite to deal with this problem as a people and as a whole. That's what I got from it. Others might think differently, and that's okay if they don't understand it at first. It's a very complex situation, pretty much, for us and our basic rights as people as a whole. So, I would highly recommend the film if you never heard of it. If you want to know the full details first, I would highly recommend to read the comic and then see the film. If you read the comic first, then you'll know step by step of what's going down. If you're going in blind, you'll get part of the story. And what V did to Evie that made her lose her fear, it was scary at first after seeing it, but after a while, she started to lose that fear and became bold, inspirational as a leader, and being herself in a way that the corrupt people doesn't like to see. So, there are moments in this film that get to feel tense and realize what's going on in the world today without realizing it. But the film is sending a message. That's what I'm trying to say, pretty much. And don't make films like this anymore. So, but other than that, that's all I got to say about the review for this film. And it was very impactful in a lot of ways. Other ways I didn't mention, of course, but still, even the ways I mentioned. So, other than that, I would highly encourage people to give this movie a chance if you haven't seen it. And read the comic and see what you think about that. So you get the full picture and understand the situation itself and how it changes every single one of us as a person who's willing to step forward and do the right thing. In other words, against the corruption. But other than that, be an open mind about the film and see what you think. I told my perspectives on it and see what all of you think afterwards. And if I wanted to rank the film itself, 10 out of 10 without question, and we'll see it again in a couple years. So, other than that, pretty much, thank you all for supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate it. And the newcomers coming in. And the original people from the start. Not all of you. And of course, the negative side of things also. That also that allows me to do this. Thank you to all who are involved to make this happen. So thank you. And if you want to help me on this mission to get this channel to 200 subscribers, of course, after seeing it, please do so, because that would help me out in a lot of ways. And please comment down below, like, share, and may God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.